Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at Paper and Thread, but you just need to hop in your car and head down there. 106 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg is where you'll find them and discover what makes Paper and Thread awesome. That's Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg, 106 North Military Avenue, just north of the square.
Truett's Garage Doors in Leoma, Tennessee is a certified AMAR dealer. Truett's has been the region's go-to source for all things garage doors, including new installations, repairs, and maintenance for over 20 years. Backed by the gold standard of AMAR with top quality design and sustainability, Truett's reputation of top customer service, experience, and expertise is known far and wide. So when you're looking for a new garage or commercial door, need one fixed or maintained, you're in luck with Truett's and AMAR. Phone today, 931-201-6464.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Cares has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
At Florida Mid-South Realty, we pride ourselves on our family values, professional service, and a deep local knowledge. With a small town feel and a personal touch, we're here to help you navigate the real estate process with ease. Whether buying, selling, or renting, you can trust us to guide you every step of the way. And don't forget to catch Florida Rockstars, our live podcast every Tuesday morning at 8. Florida Rockstars, rocking the real estate news and all things local. Florida Mid-South Realty, your hometown real estate experts.
The game of basketball and the lessons we've learned in sports has always played an important role in both of our lives. We know the benefits of a good game plan.
Merely hiring a real estate agent and popping a sign in your yard is not enough to win anymore. We have teamed up with Platform Marketing and have been able to secure an exclusive right in our area to market your home in the unique way that we do. So let's go. Team up with us and let's win together.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back here to X Sports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen. We are joined here by the Summertown girls basketball team. Pretty much all of the team has joined us here. Half of them, yeah. We got 6. So we got Coach Jeremy Jean. Why don't you introduce the rest of your team here?
You want to do it or me do it? You got Ella Busby, Lauren Howe, Hannah Jones, Gabe Long, Riley Blackwood, and Abby Schaefer.
Yeah, so you got your starting. Well,
Yes.
Yeah, you got your starting five here, and
6-man,
Yeah.
and all the seniors and juniors right here.
yeah. So coming off the senior night win last night against Perry County, just to describe the win and sending the seniors out on a high note like that.
Well, it was a win. It was, which is a high note, but like it was, sloppy at times, but we found some positives in it.
Yeah.
We rebounded the ball better. We scored the ball in the paint better. We just threw it around the gym a lot, and we got to cut those in half, hopefully.
Yeah, I heard one hit your mother-in-law.
Yeah,
Is that what
yeah,
happened?
yeah, she caught it.
One of them caught it.
Yeah, Gabby tried to get an assist from the bleachers, but it's they got up in us and made us uncomfortable, and that's what I feel like everybody's gonna do to us from now on out. And that's the way I would guard us. And the more we see it, the better we'll get at it.
Abby?
Well, I was mostly on the bench the game because I had 4 fouls. So, but I was pressured a lot, so I think that really helped me learn to control and stay calm under pressure. So.
There you go, Riley. I mean, I didn't prep. Riley wanted me to prep her the questions before I started. So here's a nice softball for you right off the get-go.
I think we did box out better because we were threatened that if we didn't box somebody out, we were coming out of the game.
Threaten is a harsh word. We were just told if you miss a block, you come out. Yeah.
It was more of a promise than a threat, right?
If we don't, that's what got us beat against Loretta and Wayne County, is we didn't block out. So from now until they graduate, if we don't put a body on somebody, we're gonna come out. But we got to make a conscious effort to put bodies on people. If they get over our back, that's fine. But we got to put a body on them.
Yeah. All right, Gabby, how'd you think things went last night?
I mean, same thing they said. We did better boxing out. I think we kind of pushed the ball more, ran wide. Most of the stuff he tells us to do.
Yeah, but if we have a couple of threes fall, instead of 20, it's 35 plus. We shot the ball not as good as we can from 3, so that makes it tougher. What do you think?
I think we played okay. I think we definitely had better games, but I think Riley did really well in the post.
Lauren?
I think we did fairly well. We did box out very well. We just got to work on getting the ball inside when the threes aren't falling.
Yeah, we could have took better care of the ball, but it was okay.
You guys talked about Riley. She's really improved her game here in the last few weeks. Riley, just what's been clicking for you?
I think I'm finally just finding like the groove. Like I'm knowing what to do now. I don't know. I guess last night was just luck. I didn't really get to play the post a lot.
Well, Riley feels way more comfortable inside making post moves, and I think I'm more comfortable with 15-footers, so we can kind of incorporate that more moving forward. So I think that was good. Me being off the floor, we could see that Riley was she had to post up and make some moves.
Yeah.
I agree. I think she's getting comfortable with what we want her to do, and it's the more comfortable she gets, the better she's playing. We got her on the perimeter. She's making threes when she shoots them, but she's just getting comfortable with what we need her to do for us to win.
Defensively, you guys have been so good all year long, forcing a lot of turnovers, getting those points off turnovers. Just how's that been working for everybody as a team?
You want to go?
Got it.
I mean, it's something that, even games that we've lost, we defended well. We forgot to guard Allie Weathers for a quarter, but outside of that, we defended really well. We're causing turnovers, but we're also making people take shots they don't want to take. And for the most part, we do rebound the ball pretty good. So I think it's just we're not pressing as much as we usually do. We're not as deep as we have been in the past. So we got to try to save some legs, but I think they enjoy playing defense, and defense goes anywhere.
Rest of you guys, anyone want to chip in?
Yeah, defense is great because it's like the one thing that you can control. You can control your offense, but if you're missing shots or whatever, you can still play good defense.
I would hope she would chip in since she's your team leader and steals back here.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
I was hoping, I was going to point her out anyways, but I'm
Yes.
glad she chipped in with that. So, Ellie, you've caused a lot of turnovers, get a lot of steals. Just kind of talk about how you've been performing defensively this year.
I don't know. I just like defense. Try to steal the ball. I don't know.
Well, no, she's deceiving because she stands up, she doesn't get in the stance, and her hands are here, but it's all of a sudden her hands go and she's got the ball and she's gone. Like it's almost like a soccer player playing defense where she can body with her hands and just really cause a lot of havoc.
How about Hannah Jones, your rebounding machine down there? It's been doing a lot of good work for you guys this year. I know the guys brag about here on the broadcast that she gets a quiet 7-8 rebounds a night.
Oh yeah, she does, and that's if we can start chipping in a couple shots a game would be good. But yes, Hannah's going to defend, and I think that's one thing that got us in some games is Hannah's going to get it. So especially our guards, like Hannah's got it. I'm gonna let her get it, and then bigger teams that can't happen every time. But yes, Hannah's playing great, defending and rebounding, staying out of foul trouble for the most part. She's doing a really good job. She's standing up this year. We're not falling a lot, so it's a positive.
It's always no fouls. It's always a positive. Hannah, what's been working for you out there this year?
I mean, I just try to find the right position to get on people. We're posting up. Well, not posting up. Boxing out. And I just feel like that's the main thing I want to do out there is get the rebound.
Lauren's a part of your 6 men, but you guys got a pretty deep bench. You see Tessalon coming in and Ellie Lou and some others coming in. And how well has that bench been performing for this team?
It's really well because last night, 2 foul trouble and Lou played some, about a lot. Tess has played a lot lately. She does a really good job defensively when she's guarding the ball. Ellie Lou is a lot like Hannah, rebounded, and she's not shooting anymore for some reason. So we got to get those two taking a few shots a game at least because they're not going to guard them. But they both can shoot the ball. That's what's weird. Hannah can shoot the 3, so can Lou. But we can play eight deep, and that's a bonus. Probably should play Tess more early, but just trying to get in the flow of things and let her sit there and watch what needs to be done.
Lauren, what's it like coming off the bench and getting some shots up and trying to contribute?
It's good. I just have to work on just keeping my mind straight and not thinking about it and keeping the ball and not turning it over as much.
Abby Jo, senior year. No, last year was kind of different for you. You had that knee injury and you're battling back. Now you're fully healthy this year. What has your senior year been like?
Honestly, it's just been really fun.
Yeah.
Like, last year was fun too, but this year, being a senior, I've always kind of been or wanted to be a leader. So now this year that I'm the oldest, I feel like I can really just lead, and I'm just proud of even the younger girls, how you said Tess, and then being able to come in and step up and see, we only have 11 players, so we don't play any JV. Right. So them just being able to come in and know what to do is just, I'm glad that we have a team that knows how to work well together.
Does anyone want to mess with Abby Jo when she gets mad?
No.
No.
But Hannah's the one that scares me because she stays quiet.
Oh.
Yeah, so
you gotta watch out for those.
Yes, watch out for the quiet ones.
As long as she stays out of foul trouble.
Yes. Yeah. No.
Well, Gabby, you've been your outside sniper this year, knocking down a lot of threes and contributing also defensively. I think you're second on the team in steals as well.
I try not to get in my head majority of the time when I'm shooting because I do struggle with that.
Yes.
Okay. If they don't fall, I just gotta keep my head light, make sure I just talk with everybody, telling them, like, hey, it's not falling on the outside. Let's get it in the paint. We've got some posts that can score and go up, and I just try my best.
That's what Gabby, I think it was Federal City, had 3 points maybe. One game, she only scored 3. Hit the first 3 of the game. and it didn't fall. But I thought that's one of the best games she's played all year long because she knows 6 or 7 assists, steals. She just played, and that's a benefit. She's in her head about her shot, but she still played. And last year, she wouldn't have been able to do that. So she's matured a lot.
There we go. So you're saying nice things.
I try to help out the team. I try to at least let everybody score.
Yeah. We're coming into this year, obviously you graduated a lot from last year, but that's more opportunities for these girls to step up. How would you assess how they've done, and how would you guys assess how you've done?
I don't know, first or last.
We'll go last.
It's funny. We talked about it today at practice. Yeah. I felt like first of the year we were trying to prove to everybody, hey, nothing's going to change. We're still going to win. And now I feel like we looked up and said, oh, we're winning. Like we're winning. We're getting everybody's best game. And we're playing not to win, not to lose. But we're not going out and winning. We're just playing, don't make a mistake, which leads to us making a lot of mistakes. So I think once we get back to let's just go win, whatever happens, happens, we'll start playing better. But I'm really pleased with how we've came from start to finish, from start to today. They're playing together. It's fun to watch.
I think we've realized that when we play together more and we actually have fun, we're loose, and not so tense, that we play better. We definitely need to work on playing under pressure some more because, some of the teams that we play are not pressuring us as much. So really just working on in practice, pushing each other as hard as we can, and we definitely have gotten better throughout.
Anybody else?
Oh yeah, I just say that really, Abby is the only one who's been. Some of us have played in bigger-ish games, but we're pretty new to or it's been a while, so we're just gonna get better at that. The more that we play pressure games.
I feel like how she's saying is we haven't really got as much experience as Abby has, but I feel like those first few games we really did put our all into it and try to figure it out, play together. Being that we haven't really played that much together, I feel like we have really improved with playing together. I feel like we have a lot of good chemistry right now.
We're almost too unselfish sometimes, and it's a good problem to have. But we'll make 10 passes and we pass up 3 great shots.
Sorry.
It's just, and we'll get better at that. Yeah. And knowing, hey, it's a great shot, let's take it.
Yeah, it's kind of feel like you might be hitting your stride here at the right time, at the end of the year, and feel like kind of things are starting to gel together at the right time.
Minus last night, I would say yes. Yeah. Last night we were just discombobulated. Mm-hmm. And outside of that, I would say yes. We're starting to figure. We know where we need to be. We get there. We're comfortable with what we're supposed to be doing. So I'm happy where we're at right now.
How would you guys feel?
I think that last night, I think the game was stopping and starting too much. We were fouling. We were turning it over. We play better when it's just straight and there's no timeouts. There's no stopping. So I think that not fouling early and just playing straight defense that will definitely be more successful.
That's a good point. It was choppy. Yeah. A little choppy game.
Anybody else?
I agree with Abby.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
I think everybody's doing good right now, individually, and we just need to because I was shooting terrible at the beginning. It's got a lot better.
You're right. I watch every game, so yes, you guys have gotten much better. Got not to go to anything negative, but last year, you make it to the sub-state, you lose that game to Huntington there at the end. What kind of motivation has that been for everybody here to be like, okay, we've gotten that far, we've got a taste of it, and we want to get back to it?
So we've been to sub-state every year that I've played on the high school team. So really, it's just those have all been good teams, but we are going to be the team that pushes over and makes it to state this year. So we just got to really focus in, and every practice work on getting better, every game work on things that we need to fix to make it.
I think a lot of people didn't think we would make it very far this year just because we had a young team. You know, I think we just wanted to prove them wrong.
Yeah, somebody after the game last year, there was a bunch of people being like, oh, dang, that was their year, that was y'all's year, or whatever. And, like, that motivated me personally.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I think we were better than the team that beat us last year in sub-state. Like, we should have been at state, but I think this year we have just as good a chance.
I feel like everybody just really doubting us has actually made us all kick into gear and be like, we're going to make it there, prove everybody wrong that we can do it. And we're not just the young team that is trying to build something back up. We can really just show them that we never lost anything and we can get there.
Yeah. Now you guys got a couple weeks left here in the regular season, district tournament, region tournament, all that's right around the corner. What kind of improvements do you guys want to see yourself make moving in to the most important time of the year?
Rebounding, boxing out.
Foul shots.
Foul shots. Wide open layups.
Yeah.
Less turnovers.
Yes.
I really think it's the little thing. Basically our whole game. Our whole game we got to improve. No, we really do. Like, it's just the little things. We could name off every little thing. It's layups. It's because we're waiting for the foul or something and we're just not going up strong. Go up strong. Box out. Limit their second chance shots, definitely.
Yeah.
I think I was playing my best games when I was shooting more on the 15-footers, so I think I need to work on that more and start incorporating that in my game again.
We just got to get better. You know, turnovers, we went through a spell. For first year it was 20, 25, 20, 20. Then we get back down to 11, 12, 13. And then now we're back to 20, 20, 20. And you're not going to win games in terms of 20 turnovers. And, you know, we got to understand that tournament games get condensed, where you're not going to get 50 possessions. You might get 30. So those turnovers will matter a lot. But then again, we can't stress over it and freak ourselves out. We just got to value the basketball and loose balls. The last couple of weeks, we're not getting any loose balls. Other teams are jumping on them, and that's going to change.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you for joining us here for X Sports Live. I think you got a bunch of future coaches here on this team because, like, you know, what do you guys need to improve on? It's like I couldn't keep up with everything that they were saying at the same time. But obviously, we wish you guys the best moving forward, and we certainly want to see you guys in Murfreesboro. We want to be busy in March.
Yeah, we want you to be busy.
Yeah, we definitely make our lives miserable for all the right reasons, and we're all for that. So good luck the rest of the way, and next game is Friday at home against Lewis County. Okay, against Lewis County. Everybody runs together. I probably could have thrown a team out there, and you guys would have been ready for them anyway. So it's just that time of year.
It's that time of year. You just got to play.
Well, thank you, guys. Coming up next, we'll be joined by the Summertown boys basketball team here on X Sports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we provided outstanding residential and commercial services through Southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air. When you need us, we'll be there.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
If you're looking for a company that can do it all when it comes to building, look no further than Tenneke Properties. From new home builds to remodels and commercial projects, our contractors work hard to give your space a new life from planning to finishing touches. Whether it's new interiors or dirt work, they see your big picture without forgetting the small details. In the market for a new home, they partnered with Freeman Development to bring new homes to the Oak Hill subdivision of Lawrenceburg. That's Tenneke Properties, licensed and insured. Call today or visit Tenneke.com.
Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential and commercial construction projects. Today, Evers is still the leader in building and is just as committed to maintaining. From residential to commercial and industrial, Evers' team of experts stands ready to install, service, and repair all your HVAC and plumbing needs. Specializing in leak repair, maintenance, air duct cleaning and repair, air handler service, drain cleaning, gas line work, emergency unit repair, inspections, and more. Evers Construction offers a preventative maintenance package to keep your home or business cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Trained, trusted, reliable. For more information or to schedule an appointment with the pros who know, phone 931-762-3593 or visit eversconstructionco.com. Evers Construction Company in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
For the best at-home care in Lawrence County, the Summit at Home is the right company for you. We have a friendly staff over 25 that is trained, educated, and qualified to help with all your needs within your household. Our non-medical services include transportation, housework, dressing, and companionship. We are also covered by most long-term care providers. For more information, please call 931-762-2310.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back here to X Sports Live, joined by the Summertown boys basketball team. We got head coach Wes Long. Wes, why don't you introduce your two players that you got joining us here?
Yeah, we got senior Cole Campbell and junior Jackson Bennett with us tonight.
And thank you. And, Jackson and Cole stepped up. I heard everyone else on the team chickened out.
They got a little camera shy.
Got a little camera shy.
Yeah. They all talked, earlier today, but he got time.
Cole's never afraid of a camera,
right.
Ever. He's stepped up big over the years for us. But, guys, good win last night, senior night against Perry County. Just for all three of you guys, just describe the win.
Yeah, I thought we struggled to shoot it a little bit, like we're accustomed to anyway. But it was good. And I told the guys after the game I thought it was important that we found a way to win and found a way to put it in the hole without shooting it well. So, I felt like it was kind of a tournament-style game, especially against a bigger team. And hats off to them for what they did defensively. But I think we had to find some different ways, and some other guys. Jackson had his coming out party from injury, so had some other guys step up and help us.
Yeah. Cool.
We struggled early, but we finally hit our stretch, and we just kept playing hard, and everything fell in line. We got the win. So.
Yeah, I felt like it was a good win. We had to learn to play a little bit without Kurt, with him getting in foul trouble, and that was good for the rest of us a little bit, getting closer to tournament time.
Yeah, you got two guys. Cole missed all of last year.
Sure.
Jackson had some injuries. What's it been like for you guys, kind of on the road to recovery, so to speak, to getting back here on the court?
It's been slow early on, but I'm starting to feel a lot better and starting to hit my stride. But just a lot of rehab and a lot of just taking it easy when I'm not doing anything, trying to rest and everything. But it's starting to feel a lot better, so we'll be ready to go.
Yeah, a lot of rehab, a lot of wanting to get back quick, and Coach Long having to slow me down. But yeah.
That's been the toughest thing, as far as with the coaching staff, is not letting. I felt like, we probably rushed Jackson a little bit early on, because he kind of had a setback. But with both of these guys, we talked a lot about it preseason, running them in and out, not letting them go too long because we feel like fatigue, getting them in shape. We felt like fatigue may hurt them a little bit. Didn't want to have a setback. So that's been the toughest thing is give them 2 or 3 minutes at a time and then trying to get them out, not let them go too long. But I think, now that we're down to the home stretch of the season, we've got to kind of let them go and see what they can do.
Yeah, it feels like you guys are hitting your stride here at the right time. You're so deep on the bench, and then you guys are scoring at a good output. I think your pace offensively is good, and then you're rebounding well, and your defense is improving.
I hope we're hitting our stride. It's with having so many guys. I tell them I feel like we've got 7 starters for sure, guys, 7 different guys that have started, and that makes it tough. It's a good problem to have. Yeah. But kind of just got to ride the hot hand a little bit, and I think we've got. Obviously, we're not very big outside of Kurt, but I think we've got some versatile guys on the offensive end. But obviously, as always, as long as you've been here anyway, scoring hasn't necessarily been the issue, right? We've got to find ways to defend and rebound, especially with the size that we have right now. So having to get, a little creative and try to do some different things. But I feel like guys are playing really hard right now, and I think we'll figure some things out.
Yeah, cool.
It's a lot of fun just knowing that you got a bunch of guys that coming in there, you can trust anybody. Anybody comes in, you got trust in them, and they're going to make the right play. So it's a lot of fun.
Jackson.
Yeah, like he said, we can trust a lot of people, and a lot of people can come in and get the job done.
You mentioned the depth of this team. You're practically doing line changes when you sub in.
We are, and we'd like to get. We've got some young sophomores that we feel like really need more time than what they're getting. And just for the future. And I think a lot of people, don't realize that coaches, we're trying to win now, but we've also kind of got to start reloading for the future too. And those guys are playing really hard and trying to get them some experience. But while playing these older guys, these more experienced guys. So that's something we're having to juggle a little bit, but I think those guys will be ready. And that's our job is in case we do have an injury or foul trouble, make sure those sophomores are ready to step in and play.
Yeah, is it good for you guys to see? I know you're coming off the bench and you're starting, but is it good to kind of have the depth that you guys have when you're out there playing the style that you guys play?
Yeah, definitely, because every now and then you need a break, and to know you can come off and the next person's going to not let it drop off at all is good.
Yeah, cool.
The sophomores, they've really stepped up, and they just every game it seems like somebody else has a good game that that hadn't had one or hadn't in a while. Everybody just keeps stepping up and doing their job, so it's really fun to see.
Last night was a prime example, and at Fayetteville City a couple of weeks ago, having a guy like Jackson, we're still trying to work him back, but weren't shooting it well, struggling to score, and be able to turn to a guy who started his freshman and sophomore year, right? And for him to be able to come in and kind of weather that storm for us and, go 4 for 7 from 3 last night, that was huge for us, and I think the longer he's around, obviously, the more comfortable he's going to feel on his knee, and that's only going to make us better right here coming into tournament time.
And this guy pops off for 12 points
Absolutely,
last night, knocking down those threes. You're getting more comfortable?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting more comfortable being on my knee and stuff, and it's starting to feel back like normal.
Yeah, and you've harped a lot ever since I've known you, Coach. It's every time I interview or talk to you, like you mentioned, the offense is never going to be an issue, but you talk a lot about defense.
Sure. We like to score it, and we probably spend too much time on that side of the ball. But with our personnel, we just try to space people out and give our playmakers space like Kurt to make plays, and I think we've got a ton of shooters around him that can make it easier on him. So, that's kind of where our focus has always been. I think we're better defensively than we have been in years past right now. Got a lot of high energy guys, and that makes it fun for practice. Having those guys like sophomores on that second group to practice against every day has been huge for us. But I think our ball pressure and our effort has been a pleasant surprise so far this year.
For all three of you guys, how much fun is it watching Kurt Burleson play? It's like this guy is growing into a superstar every game that you guys watch him.
Absolutely, he's amazing to watch. Just sitting, being on the court with him, he can do a lot of stuff. It's pretty impressive to watch. I'll say that.
Yeah, whenever we need a bucket, just give it to him and let him go to work. Get it done.
The biggest thing with Kurt is he's so efficient, right? He's not a high volume guy. He makes his teammates better. He's a willing passer. He's averaging nearly 21 points a game right now, but he's second on the team in assists. He attracts so much attention. He trusts all these guys around him to knock down shots, and I think that that's a testament to him, and that's a testament to how much he cares about these guys, and it makes it fun to coach for sure.
Yeah, you also got a guy inside like Kurt, and then you got the Sherman twins that I swear don't know what a bad shot looks like. They love to shoot the ball, and they hit some. And when they catch fire, it's just like you might as well forfeit the game because it's over.
Absolutely, and I lump Jackson in there with them. I call them the triplets. Just because they're all about the same build, same size, they can shoot it. It's fun, right? And the main thing is they don't see a bad shot, but they don't take many contested ones.
Right.
It may be a couple of feet behind the line, but they make the extra pass. And a lot of times, something we've harped on this year is we make the extra pass too much. But again, it's a good problem to have. And offensively, we've obviously been very blessed this season so far. But having a guy like Cole back running our offense, we missed him last year. Felt like if we could have had an extra ball handler with him last year, we probably could have made a deep run again. But having him back to kind of be that coach on the floor, he's been with us a long time. Coached both of these guys in middle school too, so they know what we need and what we're looking for. So it's been really fun.
Coming into the season, what were the team's expectations, and have you guys exceeded how you thought where you would be at this point in the year?
It was hard to say as far as expectations go. Didn't really know what to expect with this kind of team. We had a lot of guys coming back, obviously. But it's going to be new roles for a lot of people. Right. Cole missing a year. Knowing Jackson was going to miss a good portion of the year to start the season off. So we felt like we were going to piece it together a little bit and have a good opportunity to get those young guys some experience. And I feel like it's worked out. And I told Clint, earlier when we were standing outside, if you'd have told us we were 16-5 through the first 21. I'd have probably laughed at you, but we've got a chance. That being said, we've got a tough 5-game stretch coming up where we may not win another one, right? So we've got to continue to just show up and try to get better every day and get ready for that tournament run.
Like Coach mentioned, for you two, you got a tough 5-game stretch. You finish out your district, and then right after that, you got the tournaments coming up. How do you feel? Where do you think this team is right now? Where do you want to see them at once you guys go to the tournaments?
I think we're in a good spot. We've been playing good. Everybody's playing together, and I think we're in a good spot going into these games, and especially the tournament. These games are going to get us ready. So if we can just keep grinding, keep going at it, everything will work out come tournament time.
Jackson.
Yeah, I think these 5 games coming up are going to be tough games, and it's good things to get us ready for a tournament.
Yeah. By the way, I'm insanely jealous of how good this guy's hair is. Oh my Lord! I mean, I'm just like, is that a wig? It's incredible. It's very, very nice. Anyways, what's the confidence level with this team? I think when I go through all the games, I watch every game. I just feel like that. I mean, from game 1 to right now, you're getting ready to go into game 22. It's the confidence is,
as a whole, as a whole, I don't think we lack confidence, and I think obviously as a coach, we see what we need to work on a lot more than probably the players do, and the concerns that we have. But as far as the guys go, I don't think that they lack much confidence. I think that they are big believers in their abilities and big believers in the team. And it's like Cole said, they play so well together right now, and making the extra pass. It's fun, and I'm sure it's fun for them to play in that type of system. But it's just going to be all about making shots,
right.
And as far as that goes, that's all about confidence, right? And the next one's got to have the mindset. The next one's always going in, and I think we've got a lot of guys with that kind of mindset.
Yeah, cool.
We really believe in each other, and I think that's where our confidence comes from. We know every person that goes out there can do what they need to do, so we just believe in each other, and it leads to good things on the court.
Yeah, and what he said, we all have confidence in each other and believe we can all get it done.
And same question I asked the girls. Last one for you guys. Where do you want to see this team heading into the district tournament? What kind of things do you guys need to work on from now until then?
Our rebounding has obviously been a big concern for us all year. I feel like we've done better than expected on the glass, but the deeper we get into tournament play, obviously you got Lewis County, who's got us outsized, got them Friday night. Mount Pleasant, so physical and athletic, and then obviously Loretta with their size. That's the biggest thing, biggest concern for me. I don't know about these guys, but obviously that's where we'd like to be. I think that if we can kind of tighten those things up a little bit, I think we've got a chance. But that's the main thing, is just give ourselves a chance, right? To put ourselves in the best possible position to make that kind of run. And these guys have been on those teams, right? That Cole was a freshman, 6th man the year we went to Murfreesboro. So him and Kurt have that experience. And Jackson was an 8th grader on that team, practicing with us every day. So they know what it takes. But obviously, we've got to execute and just put ourselves in the best possible chance to do that.
Yeah, cool.
This is a good time to play. This is what we all look forward to, is these tournament times. So we all got a lot of injury all ready to go. As long as we just get in, lock in on the defense and rebounding, like he always tells us in practice. That's our main focus. So if we can take care of that, we can get it done, I believe.
Yeah, tournament time is when it really matters, and just if we can rebound it, our scoring's usually good enough. If we can just have good defensive stops and rebounds, I think we'll be good.
Thank you, guys. And by the way, Jackson Bennett's first interview, I think he did pretty good.
He did all right.
I think he's got a future doing this.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Cole? When first time I interviewed Cole, he was pretty nervous, but now look at him. I mean, this is a grizzled veteran over here at this. So I think you got a future in doing this, Jackson. Well, guys, thanks for stopping by. Good luck on Friday night, and good luck throughout the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up next, Clint and Dusty will say a bunch of dumb things, and I will too, as we recap the world in sports. That's next on X Sports Live.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything you need. From our high-quality products to our fast, friendly, and reliable service, you'll experience the difference with C&B Linen. Because you're not just a client, you're part of our family. You'll be winning with C&B Linen.
The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
What really matters during the ball game, as a coach, you have one goal, and that is to get the best and the most out of each player. You have to know what's inside of them to be able to get that out of them. In Ephesians 3 and verse 20, the Bible says, "Now to him who is able to do far more abundantly than all we ask or think, according to the power that is at work within us." There's a power within us. God is trying to get the best out of us. Will you let him today? And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
Top quality equipment rentals at the right price. It's not too good to be true at Rent Right Equipment and Sales. We guarantee clean, reliable products that are up to your standards. Our family-owned business has been doing that for more than 40 years. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff take care of you from purchase to maintenance. Saws, drills, lifts, mowers, generators, you name it, we've got it. Stop by and see our inventory today, located on Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg.
They'll go above and beyond to help you, whether in person or over the phone.
I'm glad I got my home loan here. They thoroughly explained the process, and in no time I was accepted.
I have banked with the Bank of Frank Ewing ever since they first came to Lawrenceburg in 2005. I've always been pleased with their service, and I would recommend them to anyone.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back here at X Sports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen. And some money needs to be collected before we get going here, guys.
Go Chiefs. I'm going to ride them till they book me, boys.
Hey, guys, he's a bandwagoner. All he knows is Patty Mahomes.
That's why he wins.
And the refs.
Whatever wins you money.
We'll get into that later. We'll get into that later.
It is, and it's going to start a huge topic.
Yeah.
I'm bringing it up, and we're going to have a complete show on what I got to say.
Okay, well, that's next segment. Let's get in the local sports first. I don't even know where to start after that. How about we start Summertown, Clint? Both teams took on Perry County. The girls kind of a low-scoring defensive affair. Offenses weren't exactly clicking, but come away with a 20-point win and did pretty good there on senior night.
That was a nice way of saying it was just ugly. I mean, it was. And I think Coach Gene, I didn't listen to y'all's interview.
No, he pretty much said what
he said the same thing. Yeah. But it was ugly.
Trying to be nice about it.
I asked Ella, I bragged on Riley Blackwood. Riley Blackwood had a great game. And if it hadn't been for Riley,
left-handed hook shots, it
might have been a different outcome. She had a big night. But I asked Ella, I said, Ella, me and you going to have to talk. She said, I was high. And I said, well, don't say that on air. But she said she'd been to the dentist that day and had some dental work. And
she's
she
floating.
Said she was a little out of it. Abby Joe got in foul trouble. Jones got in foul trouble. Yeah. It was just rough, and it was ugly and a lot of turnovers. But sometimes you need those games to kind of wake you up, punch you in the mouth. And as we'd said before, it instead of crumbling and losing that game, they pulled out a 20-point win at the end of it, as bad as it looked. So they're okay. And I'm proud of 6 of them for showing up here tonight. Apparently none of them like each other very much because they all drove separately. As Dusty was saying, like half the town of Summertown was here when we got here. But
they were great on here.
They were good boys. Let me tell you something. Perry County has been on a little bit of a roll. They beat Wayne County by 12. Played defending state runner-up in Clifton, who's really good, to a 2-point loss. They also beat Lewis County, who Summertown will have Friday night, who just played Loretta, about the closest game Loretta's played. So they were coming in, and it was a war. And credit, there was a little stretch there, and I didn't see your highlight reel or your clips from last night, but there should have been a little. It was back and forth, neck and neck, 1-point, 2-point game, and Cole Campbell, who was in here, had a little spurt where he had 7 points in about 30 seconds.
Right. Yeah.
And separated that game, and Summertown never looked back. Yeah. Now, Kurt Burleson did his thing, of course. He had 25 points. But it's good to have those games because, listen, the next 3 games Summertown's got coming up, they're going to have a war. Lewis County coming to town Friday night. They're going to have a war against Mount Pleasant. That should be our if we do we ever start doing a game day, that would be
that'd be the game of the
day. And then you got to go to Loretta. And then you got to go to Loretta. So, it's good to have those and boost a little confidence and see that you can win those kind of games. So
absolutely. I told both teams I thought they're kind of hitting their stride here. The good part of the year, you're seeing a lot of confidence, and you're seeing those identities start to come out, which is what you need to establish when you're at this point in the season.
Jackson Bennett, who was here with Coach Long,
great.
He's still been trying to.
That looks like a wig on top of his head. It's crazy.
Jackson was a starter last year, and he's had a hurt knee, and he's just now getting back into the groove of things. In the last couple of games, seems like maybe his coming out party, like he's getting back in the groove because he hit 4 big threes last night. Had a big night at Battle Creek. Of course, I think everybody had a big night at Battle Creek. But you still got to shoot it, and it's still got to go
102 points.
You know what I mean? Well, but again, you still got to shoot it, and it's got to go in the hole. So with that said, it was good to see him kind of breaking out because that's now you've got your 5 starters, and you got 3 or 4 off the bench that you can trust.
Right.
Go out there to not screw things up and instead of giving somebody a break, you get somebody out there that you can plug in and say, fill it up.
That's it.
Absolutely. We're moving now over to Loretta. Let's talk about the boys first because they got a real challenge last night. They got out to a big league and almost got the 20 at one point in the second half, and then all of a sudden that whole kid goes off. And then the rest of the team kind of feeds off of it. They went on a run. I don't think it ever got within 8 points, 6 or 8 points, but they still challenged them, and that's something that I can only think of maybe 2 or 3 times that they've been challenged. Lawrence County at the Ralph, that team.
Perry County Central. That Kentucky team,
and then South Gibson a few weeks ago, and they got tested last night, and I think they responded pretty well to it.
Well, I think. I don't know if Loretta took their foot off the gas. I think they had as many as a 24-point lead at some point in the third quarter. By the end of the third, it was 8.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if they took the foot off the gas or what, but this Lewis County team's athletic enough. If you slip, they can get hot.
Yeah.
And
they're young, too.
And look, I mean, at some point, if you're Loretta, undefeated is undefeated. There is a target on your back. You are going to, when you are that team, you get everybody's best.
Yes.
It just is what it is.
Yeah, that's I didn't watch much of it. Went back a little bit today and watched, but you're right, Clint. I mean, they're getting everybody's best every night. And it's no different than like we talk about in college football or NFL or in college basketball. They could slip one game. You know, the ball just sometimes just don't fall.
It also depends on if you have that slip up, where does it happen?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Do you want it now, or do you you certainly don't want it in the postseason.
No, I mean, no. If
There's a slip-up, I would rather have it now.
Yeah, and, you know, is it one of those games where their defense just isn't there?
Yeah.
Somebody breaks that crazy press.
Well, and here's the crazy thing: we're talking about Loretta. Possibly got a little challenge last night. Still won by 13. It's still undefeated.
Doug still winning. And we're over breaking
how good they are.
Right. Yeah, we're trying to break down how they can lose. Come on, guys.
I feel like we're talking about the 2019 Alabama team. It's like, well, they scored 2 touchdowns on them.
Yeah. They almost got past the 50. I mean, no, they had a chance.
But, great teams always get challenged at some point.
Absolutely.
And no matter what the sport is, and great teams got to face adversity at some point. I think that was good for them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that they were going to lose or they had a chance to lose. What I'm bringing up is a challenge is good, and especially at this point of the year.
Well, you're seeing other guys you come off the bench and step up. We'll go back to the summertime game. When Grayson and Bowie got in foul trouble, that's 2 guys coming off the bench that held their own and put in great minutes.
Is it Jaden Aaron?
Jaden Aaron.
He came in and did a great job rebounding. Had about 6 to 8 big points. They had a guard that came in.
Wilkerson,
who plugged in.
He's an animal.
So they have people coming in. Filling in those spots, so that's some of that adversity that they've had to face. But it's just going to get tougher. These guys are going to be getting tired. You're hitting a stretch where their legs are tired. What you're saying, they're kids.
They're still 16, 17, 18-year-old kids.
Yep. So
and like we said, they were challenged and still won comfortably
13.
by
13.
double digits.
Yeah.
And they're so stinking good, And on the girls' side,
what do you expect?
No disrespect to Lewis County, but that game pretty much went as what we.
It was as advertised.
The Lady Mustangs deserve kind of an easy streak to get to play a little more kids because the schedule they played is brutal.
Yeah.
But I do want to give a shout out to my friend, Coach Ashley Rutledge. Their family's going through a rough time right now.
Right.
Her grandfather in a bad wreck, and I think in Vanderbilt at the moment. And
Absolutely.
Ashley, we love you. If you need us, I texted you, but if you need any of us, let us know.
Yeah.
So
absolutely, thoughts and prayers, and we can help out any way that
absolutely.
we need here. Moving ahead now to Lawrence County, the boys last night, Dusty, they were terrible in that building a year ago, and last night that looked like
lights out.
Listen,
that looked like Middle Tennessee Ralph. They could not miss last night.
And I was sitting at home watching the game. I didn't go with you, and Wes hits a 3.
And then hits another.
And then hits another.
And then hits another.
I'm sitting there watching the game, and of course, I'm listening to you, and you're like, he hits another. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, then I see Tucker hit one.
Yeah.
It was just all night long, just boom, boom, boom. Listen, that Murfreesboro team, they didn't quit.
Right.
But they got hit in the mouth.
Yeah.
Well,
they lost a lot, too.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what I did. I went back to, because we had ours could have been a nightmare last night. Will got to feeling sick and had to leave. So his middle school daughter comes up and is our producer.
How are we just now bringing this up? She did incredible last night.
Unreal.
Now, he wouldn't let her go to commercials because he's afraid he'd get it back. So sponsors, we apologize for last night's broadcast.
Well, you did mention that we had her.
Right. But Macy did a great job. But I wanted to go back and watch and just make sure nothing went out or anything, and I think it was fine. So then I said, well, let me check other scores. And I saw Loretto's played in Lewis County. I didn't think that would be much, so I didn't watch it. I went and I think it was over, but I looked and I just kind of scrolled the end of it, and it said 70-something to 30.
76-39 was final score.
And I said, who is producing this game? They can't even keep the score right. I was fixing to blame you or Kevin. I was like, geez, this is, come on, guys. We can do better than that. And then I realized, nope, that was the score. That was it.
At one point I was watching it, and I may be wrong, but I think Bedford he pulled one with somebody, Cole Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
I know he had a little little layup, and then they steal, and he gets another one. I don't know. They didn't get an and one. He had like 5, 6, 7 points right there.
Dude, they had 31 in the third quarter.
Yeah. Every time he turned around, and then I knew they subbed right there, and Dirks comes in, and boom, his first shot's a 3 from the top. And
Dusty.
Yeah, I'm like, holy cow.
Dusty Osborne, 2 threes.
Yeah,
had 2 threes.
Yes. I mean, did he ever make double digits? I know he was hovering around at 8 or 9.
Wes was the only one in double figures.
Oh, listen,
23.
He's 70, only have one in double figures. Everybody's getting their name.
Everybody got in the paper last
had
night.
9, Alex had 8, and everyone was either around 5, 6.
Dusty had
4,
8.
around there.
Yeah.
So with that said, is the Giles County the only loss in the district for Lawrence County?
No, they lost
to
Marshall County.
Yeah, Marshall County.
Which that
They're
Marshall
3 and
County,
2.
that Marshall County game, if you were just a fan in the building, didn't know either team, you would have been fully entertained.
Listen,
that game was awesome.
That game.
Listen, I don't know if you went back and watched. So, number 14, Howard, he gets a tip back dunk.
Yeah.
And this dude's not tall. I mean, he may be 6'2". I mean, he's not. You can
his
tell.
head was at the top of the back.
And listen, he catches it off a tip, and he's got it cocked. He hammers it. Lawrence County inbounds quick. Bedford comes down and just wham. We look out in the crowd, and we got a fan from each team, not getting on each other, but listen, the fans went crazy.
Yeah. It was a great back and forth game. Unfortunately, they just didn't.
All right, so that was a tight game as well. So, I mean, if you're Lawrence County, Marshall County, Giles County, that district is open for the taking.
Marshall's 4-1, Tullahoma's 4-1, Giles is 4-1, Lawrence County's 3-2, and Franklin and Murfreesboro are down at the bottom.
I mean, Lawrence County's not out. You know, they got to win.
Yeah.
Friday night's huge for Lawrence County.
I think that's the biggest game left on their schedule.
I think that's the biggest game for us is going over to Giles County, taking on Coach Campbell and then Bobcats. And I mean, we know what they bring to the table in that gym.
Of those top 3 teams, they went 1-2, and their combined losses were by 7 points.
Yeah, because we lost the heartbreaker to Marshall County.
Giles County.
Giles County with the tip.
Yeah,
you know, we come down. We thought the game was over. I mean, you was on that one with AJ.
Well, it was over.
It was over.
It's just not how we thought it was.
No, just not how we thought it was. I mean, we was ready to go start our trucks. And,
Because
I know Friday night, I think it's a huge game for.
Yeah, because they just played not Giles County, Tullahoma last night. I think they lost that one 50-36. So they're looking to bounce back in Lawrence County.
It's Giles and Lawrence County are 3-2, and you got Marshall County.
That's right, they're
and
3-2.
And you know, Lawrence County could easily be here at the top. Yeah, they're right next to the top, but they could easily be up there to the top because you know, me and you were at that Tullahoma game, and we talked about it last week. But that we all thought that team was going to run away with the district, and Lawrence County. It's whether they just got their number or something, but I think Tullahoma cannot solve.
No, they can't. It's been that.
Anybody except Lawrence County. When that seeding comes out, they're praying that they're
they
a 1 and Lawrence County's a 2, or Lawrence County's a 1 and they're a 2, just to not see each other
until the championship.
Or a 1 or a 3.
Because it's been so.
They do not want it to be a 1 and a 3.
Because it's been so bad. Like, and it's bad to say, but like they're defeated when they walk in the gym. That's how bad it is. It's just like they can't get over.
It's like,
that.
Lawrence County, we got to play them.
Yeah,
that's how it's been since I was there.
And listen, if they have to come to this gym,
good luck.
It's really bad.
Next week, right?
7th,
Yeah, they'll be there next week.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Big Kahuna, right?
Big Kahuna. No, that's on the Friday. They'll do Big Kahuna on Friday.
Yeah, that's on Friday.
Against Franklin County.
Franklin County's Big Kahuna.
Y'all gonna let me in on that call?
Yeah, you can come with us.
Because I think that's Loretta.
Yeah.
Loretta in Summertown. Yeah, that's the 7th.
At Loretta.
Yeah. And then moving quickly ahead before you go to break.
We'll have the man. He loves producing for me and Clint.
I do actually. Yeah, just listening to these two, like you think it's bad when they start telling stories before we come out of break here. They're worse when they're at the gym. And
I get the look. I've actually got a look from this guy.
I'm like, they're inbounding the ball. Shut up.
Like he's trying to be in charge or something of us, like we're kids.
Well, now, I'm bad, but I'm not as bad as you. Dusty will literally start a story.
5, stand by. Yeah. Hey, man, I remember that one time we were hanging. Like, dude, they're inbounding the ball. we are truly a band of brothers. We are in those games and in this building. Well, fortunately, the girls last night, that was just not their night, a rough game. And their coach will tell you.
She told us. She didn't hold anything back last night.
I think they are not performing to their
No, they're
abilities.
not. They're not.
The positive out of it, and I always try to find the positive, is it's a great time to turn it around. Because speaking, the boys have been there with the best teams. The girls have been right there too. The thing is, they got to start a little bit better. They got to shoot the ball. Rebounding's not an issue. The turnovers, fouls, lots of things.
And I want to say this: we have a dumb turnover down here, and then it's a dumb foul on the other end.
Well, I just same thing. I went back, watched to see what the final was, but I listened to a little bit of clip interview with Wendy, and I just heard her say, "I keep telling them you got to be ready to play every night in this district, and they don't listen." And I think Wendy's at the point where she don't want to hear anybody say, "Well, coach, you got a young team."
Nope.
She's done with that.
Oh yeah,
she's
I've
done
never
with.
brought that up wisely.
Well, I'm not saying you did. I'm saying anybody off the street. I think she's just ready for her team to turn the corner.
You throw that out being young now.
Yeah.
I mean, these girls have been playing together now. They've shown what they can do.
And their young players are the ones who are really stepping up.
But you got the numbers. How many points did they have off turnovers last night?
22 off. They had
17
turnovers. I think they got 19 points off of those turnovers.
Listen, and then at one point, it was a 2-possession game.
Yeah,
it got down to 4.
It got down to 4.
They were within striking distance on a roll.
Well, I mean, it was down to. I mean, they had it at 8 in the fourth quarter.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you can't win when you're doing that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're that close in a game, you can see where your hiccup is.
Yeah.
And listen, I know we harp on it, but I mean that's on the girls.
Right.
Coach Scott can jump up and down, clap her hands, do whatever she's got to do. But at the end of the day, I mean, we're talking just bad passes. See it before you throw it.
Well, and they break that press really well.
They do.
They got speed.
They got all kind of speed.
Yeah, and they've improved in that because there's been Loretto caused a lot of trouble with them.
Yes.
A couple other teams caused some trouble with the press, and they've handled it. It's when you get and you set up your offense on the other side of the court where they tend to have some issues.
It's that half-court offense they struggle with.
And this is not talking to Coach Scott or anything. I just feel like the observation I make watching them, they're good enough on defense, especially with Hughes and Dixon, that can defend the paint.
Yeah.
I feel like Sophie can probably guard any point guard in their district.
Yeah, and she can run by anybody.
Tennant is long.
Yeah.
I feel like they're good enough and can be good enough on defense that if it would help so much if they would just the shot selection, if they realized when we have the ball, the other team can't score.
Yeah.
If they were just quit so many turnovers and bad shots.
Yep.
Yes, I feel like that would. But again, that's me watching a handful of games and just seeing 5 scores too.
Right.
I'm sure Wendy has preached that.
She probably has, and
she's probably sitting at home going, "I wish y'all just shut up."
Yeah, just go to commercial right now.
Just don't even talk about it.
But again, I know we're beating a dead horse. This Friday is a huge game for the Lady Cats.
And everything can
Giles?
change.
Giles.
Yeah, they beat them by 20 last time, but it was a close game until
it was a 3-point game. It was 3 minutes ago.
Yes, and it just turned. Cabry hits the 3. Leah takes over, and we go.
This is at Giles County.
Yes, it's a hostile place to go play. They always play us tough
It's
over
hard
there.
to shoot at Giles County.
Yeah, that gym is just so different.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Coliseum. The place is going to be packed, and it just feels like everybody's just looking down on.
And I think for me, is that wall behind the other stands. Where that other gym is. It just kind of feels. It almost like it closes you in a little bit too much.
Yeah, and hey, but that's a great thing about basketball, and sometimes a great thing about high school kids is you can turn it around in one game and everything.
Yes, absolutely.
They're 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
They're just kids.
Sometimes they're dumb enough to not know how bad of a situation is. Sometimes they're dumb enough to not know how good of a situation is.
Exactly. And before we go to break, I'm going to call out the Sherman Bros for not being here tonight. I was looking forward to seeing them here on the show. I got you.
I just got a text from their dad, and he says, "Man, I wish I'd have known." Said, "I have been coaching them on how to troll properly."
Well, they just got called out.
Hey, but at least we got to see Jackson Bennett's hair.
That's right.
That's pretty, but I'm so jealous.
So are we going to say the best hair in Lawrence County school system?
Do we need to have a competition on this? I mean, he was sitting right next to me. I probably wouldn't have noticed it if, from a distance, but he was.
I just think it's call it out.
I don't know. Cole had a hat on. Cole's got a pretty sweet mullet himself.
Yeah.
Let's just call it what
Is
it
that
is.
coming back?
Mullet? Yeah. Well, it is up Summertown. I don't know if it ever left up there.
No, it didn't.
I don't think it ever left.
It's a lifestyle. No, it's still there.
I mean, everybody's like, hey, the mullet's back. Summertown's been back. What do you mean?
It didn't go nowhere.
Okay, with that, we'll go to break and we'll start talking some NFL when we return on Next Sports Live.
For the best meal from south of the border, head to Cocina Real and Puente Grande for lunch and dinner. With a wide array of mouth-watering entrees, there's something for everyone on the menu. And you can't forget the cheese dip. They'll treat you like family, and you'll never leave hungry. Make Cocina Real Mexican Restaurant and Puente Grande Mexican Restaurant your choice for authentic cuisine, located in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
For high school athletes, every game counts. You push your limits and you chase your dreams. But when injury strikes, you need more than just recovery. At Southern Tennessee Orthopedics, we're here to get you back in the game faster and stronger. From cutting-edge treatments to personalized and compassionate care, we're here for your every move. Our specialized team of experts encompass decades of experience in sports-related injuries. Dr. Paul Thomas, Melanie Durham, and Julie Marcus offer the most comprehensive care from diagnosis to recovery. With advanced treatments and tailored rehabilitation plans, we'll help you heal stronger and faster. Trust Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep you at your best because your future is worth it.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center. It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation, you're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North or visit LawrenceburgFlooringandMore.com.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretta, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
One of them's funny, the other two are serious. Welcome back here to
That's on me.
Yeah.
Thanks, Crash.
Yeah. Double Crash. No, Crash is now permanently Crash after, not going to bring it up, he's really sensitive about it, but, he's permanently Crash. Speaking of crashing, all right, we got to talk about Bills and Chiefs. If you were, I've been in sports media for 20 years. I've been around, big time, been at pro football games, been around big time Division I programs for a long time. I've never really bought into the conspiracy theories, but the last couple years in the NFL, and including Sunday, like it was a well officiated game, great play game, and then all of a sudden it's just like they were just hiding it. And next thing you know, we got a sneak. One guy gives them a first down, the other guy says he's a half a yard short, and of course they go with the guy that marks him a half yard short.
I told you guys off air. They had the first down on the play before the controversial play. They gave them a terrible spot.
Yeah.
But how does it keep happening? That is my biggest thing. We talk about it and we make jokes that I even said it last week. I said, hey, I'm taking the Chiefs as long as Taylor Swift is with
in the building
with Kelsey. They're going to want her in that Super Bowl, so more women will watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, saying it more as a joke, then what happens?
It
show a replay, and everybody in the booth says it's a first down. Gene Testator says it's a first down. Everybody watching it at home says it's first down, but nope, those officials on the field. Now they're short. Turnover on downs.
All I'm going to say is we're going to have us a show, and it hurts me to say it because I never wanted to believe it. But we're going to have a show about the NFL being rigged.
Well, I sent y'all.
You got receipts?
I sent you guys.
You got receipts? You're going to give us examples?
I don't know.
No, listen.
We can have a Dusty produced show. He shows video. He's at the video wall and he's breaking it down.
We can get him walking over to the wall.
I sent you guys what Bill Burr said, right?
Yeah.
About how it's kind of like he's just worried it's getting like wrestling. It says, well, it doesn't say sports. It says entertainment.
Right.
And if it says entertainment,
it could be a script.
It doesn't have to be legit.
Right. And it's a shame that it's got to that. But I'm at a point where you're not going to convince me.
Yeah, and I'm almost at the point I'm convinced that the NFL wanted the Eagles and the Chiefs because how is the Eagles the only one that's figured out the stinking tush push?
Mm-hmm.
Like they get 3 guys behind Hurts and they push him. Everyone else in the NFL only uses 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like. How are they the only team that has figured out how to use it effectively, but everyone else is just dumb?
Well, listen,
at this point, it should be, if you're on the 1 yard line, it should be automatic that you're in the end zone.
That was the game, though. I mean, I think we all predicted Washington last week, and Philadelphia hit them in the mouth.
Yeah.
They did.
And it sucks because we're sitting here talking about how controversial it was and how bad, and if we think the NFL is rigged now, and we should be talking about how the Chiefs have a chance to do something that has never been done before, have their own dynasty, be right up there with the Patriots.
Right.
Mahomes is, trying to get 4, which is amazing. He's not even 30 yet.
Right. Yeah.
But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about, and that's what sucks,
And they've had probably the best defense that they've ever had as far, and Travis Kelce hasn't had a great years, but he's probably one of the greatest tight ends in NFL history. And then you've got all these other guys who have stepped up, the Pachecos, the Hardemans, the Juju Smith-Schuster with the resurgences. Worthy. I mean, they draft well. They're smart. Andy Reid is pretty much a genius.
We ain't heard Hollywood Brown's name all year, and he catches one the other night.
DeAndre Hopkins had a big night last night.
I forgot. I
I
thought he was in purgatory.
Yeah, well, he was.
Yeah,
it's still rigged.
Well, listen. You can root for Jalen Hurts because that's an Alabama boy, but I'm still taking Kansas City at Super Bowl if you want that. Okay.
Man, you guys are on quadruple or nothing at this point.
Listen, he's going to end up owing me a house payment for it. He keeps betting against Kansas City.
I ain't gonna do it.
You still not going to do the bet, or you're still going to bet against Kansas City?
I ain't betting against him. I ain't even gonna bet. I ain't even gonna do it. That's a bunch of
He's
crap.
so mad at the NFL. He's not even wasting another dime on it.
Yeah, I tell you, bunch of crap. And well, listen. Here's the dumb thing: as we're drinking the Kool-Aid.
Well, I'm really not. I mean, Titans suck.
I think it's part of the script.
I'll be honest with you. I watch the NFL almost the same way as I watch Monday Night Raw now. It's like, I mean, I really do.
Yeah. Well, I think about it kind of from my team's perspective. Like, it's a great story that Mr. Irrelevant is now about to get paid, and he's taking his team to the Super Bowl. Like, you know, have you ever heard of the last pick in the NBA or the Major League Baseball draft make it to the big leagues, become an all-star, make millions?
It's only been a handful.
Right.
The NFL, you get one. I mean, I love me some Brock Purdy, but I mean, it makes you question everything when you watch literally the 1 and the 7 from Josh Allen go over the line, and then they mark him half a yard.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just getting too much. I mean, all the memes that we see, and then, you know, we're actually seeing legit reports of the officiating, you know, with the Kansas City. Yeah. I mean, we watch the games. I mean, we see the replays.
Well, this last week, I mean, ever since Sunday, every ESPN network, NFL network, every football show I've watched, it hasn't been the officiating. It's been, the topic was, is the NFL rigged?
Yeah.
They didn't talk about that.
Yeah.
Now, what they would say was, Chiefs get bailed out again by a call. But this last week, they're talking the same way we're talking.
Yeah, exactly. And that's something when those guys are talking like that.
Yeah. All right, well, going from what we perceive to be rigged to what we actually know is rigged. Let's get into wrestling, guys. We got a big one coming up this weekend, the Royal Rumble. Everything after this is just falling action until we get the WrestleMania. So we've got, looks like we've got a star-studded field in both Rumbles. And
I mean, it's amazing the ones we know that are going to be there.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the ones we don't know.
I know. I mean, we already know he's going to say Brock Lesnar. You got anything else you guys think might pop out of nowhere?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Who you got?
You think we're going to smell what the Rock's cooking?
No.
No. You don't think he's coming?
I don't think he is.
No.
I think we're going to see Omos.
Ooh.
I've read those articles. Japan.
Been back on Japan.
Yeah, I like that one.
That would be a good one. Yeah. Let him go in, kind of do a big show thing, clear the ring out, and then maybe somebody take him out. But
John Cena.
Scare Pat McAfee again.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was great last year.
I hope he's not in the Rumble. He won't.
I wonder if you see any former that's made the trip to AEW.
Aleister Black.
Aleister Black.
Yeah. I don't know. But I would like to see a legend or two, though, that has no,
you're supposed to be honoring, like, the people who have won previous Rumbles.
Hacksaw.
Flair. Some of those other guys are going to be there. So that should be a star-studded cast.
I swear if Booker T comes back and enters another Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Oh, man. Can you dig it?
Yeah.
So, women's wise, I mean, are we pretty much all pretty much thinking it's going to be Charlotte Flair makes a return?
Yeah, she makes a return and wins.
Wins it. Yep.
I mean, I think everyone's pretty much been on that boat. The men's wise, my opinion has changed after what happened on Monday Night Raw. I've got a different opinion now. Who I think is going to win the Rumble than a previous.
Who do you think?
I want to hear you guys first.
I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be Seth.
No, it's not Seth. No.
I don't think it's going to be Jake Paul. I don't think it's going to be. Is Gunther entering? Is he?
No.
I'm calling CM Punk.
I think my Final Four is going to be Roman, Drew, Cena, and Punk. I think those will be the Final Four.
Well, the reason I don't want, the heart tells you to say it's going to be Cena. He's coming back. They owe it to him and all that stuff, but he's still got a lot of the year left to do.
Yeah.
And he's still got other ways to make it to WrestleMania, or whatever he's trying to do. I think if I'm picking right now, I'm picking Roman Reigns.
I'm with you. I think Roman.
My mom wasn't Roman, But then the Punk promo at Raw of Cody Rhodes, where they said they're friends, and I think this is starting to set up the Cody heel turn.
Oh, I can't wait.
Punk is going to win, and then all of a sudden, here's the build up to WrestleMania, and it's going to be great promo after great promo. These two going at it.
You almost, because of course Punk's not by any means a heel right now, but he's like Stone Cold.
Yeah.
He's not a heel or a bad guy. He just
the fans cheering regardless.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can see a double turn.
Yeah.
I can see Punk, boom, and Cody going with it, and almost like Bret Hart and Austin in 13. But listen, I just feel like I think it's going to be Roman. I think they want him to win it that third time and tie Stone Cold.
I think that'll be his second. I think.
Yeah,
he won in 15. I think that's.
I don't know if they want to do 3 straight WrestleManias with the same main event. Though.
It's true.
Well, here's what I was thinking, and this is what I told you. I said I think Roman's going to win it. This is me, and Paul still owes Punk that favor. So what if that favor is? Hey, I want to be in the main event of WrestleMania, get that triple threat going. Boy, I think that would be.
That would be
yeah.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah.
You need to be on staff.
As a creator?
As a writer.
As a writer.
Yeah.
And what if they did a Bloodline rules?
Nah, I'm sick of Bloodline.
Yeah, I think that's over.
I just want Stone Cold to come back, glass shatter, stun a bunch of people,
Right.
and just get it out of the way. That's what I want.
Well, see, I could see Stone Cold coming out to Punk's benefit because they're a lot of alike as far as attitude goes,
Right.
and I could see something like that happening. But I think it only happens if it's Punk against Roman, and he comes out to do it to The Rock, or to Bloodline people. But you've also started turning. They've got us where we're interested because they've also turned. Roman is a baby now. So I don't know. I don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
But I'm still picking Roman.
Yeah.
So
boy,
two Punks and a Roman.
Yeah.
2 Punks, 2 Romans.
Here's who.
2 Punks and a Roman.
Here's who I
can. 2 Romans.
Here's who I take mine back. I'm staying with Cena. Cena's going to win it.
Cena.
Okay.
I'm going Roman. I
2
gotta go
Punks,
Roman.
Cena, Roman.
Yeah.
Yep. I hope Cena comes out like third.
Yeah.
And
make him go the distance.
Goes the distance where it's well earned.
Yeah. Here's who I
pulls a Ric Flair in '92, baby.
Here's who I want to see in the match: Jacob Fatu in the Rumble. That's going to be insane.
He'll be in there.
Yeah.
Braun will come out, knock him out, and they'll take their little battle on a little further.
Yeah. Nah, I don't think. I think he put Braun out. Now, who I'd like to see your guy and Fatu face to face.
Lesnar.
Yep.
That music hits.
Now, I'm sick of the Bloodline, but I would like to see a Heyman stable in something.
Oh yeah.
Lesnar, Roman.
Yeah.
I would love to see a
That
Heyman
would be
stable
unreal.
in some kind of storyline.
They would run the WWE.
That'd be awesome.
They would run it. It'd be great. Well, coming up next, guys, our final segment, a little bit of trivia, then we'll go into our rants. That's next on Exports Live.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Let me tell you about a place that has it all for your home, bedroom, kitchen, lawn, and more. It's a home-owned and home-operated business that's been around for over 70 years, so you know they're doing something right. At Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, you'll find top name brands for every room of your house and top brands for the outside too. Looking for appliances, televisions, couches, safes, bedding, mowers, and well, the list goes on. So make the drive today to 824 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg and be treated right. Got primary care? Find your way to better health with Primary Care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary care by One Stop Medical at its best.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.
Welcome back here to X Sports Live, brought to you by C&B Linen. Before we go on our rants, it's time for me to stump these guys with some trivia. Baseball and basketball once again. All right, guys, last week we had the most home runs by players drafted in the 80s. All right, top 10 by players drafted in the 90s. Let me give you the three outside of the top 10. At 13, we got Shawn Green, 328 home runs. Derek Lee, 331. And right outside of the 10 and 11, Torrey Hunter, 353.
Chipper Jones.
Yep, he is number 4,
Albert
468. He's number 1, 703.
Josh Hamilton.
Not on the list.
Wow. Prince Fielder.
Not on the list.
Prince wouldn't have been in the 90s.
No, he'd been in the 2000s. Ryan Howard.
Not on the list.
Wow.
Adam Dunn.
Number 5, 462.
Big Papi.
Not on the list.
Manny.
Number 3, 555.
Big Papi's not on the
A-Rod.
list.
A-Rod is number 2, 696. So you need 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 and 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You guys got the top 5.
Carlos Beltran.
Wow, really good. That's number 8, 435.
Luis Gonzalez.
No.
It's Todd Helton.
Yep, number 9,
Wow.
369.
Forgot about him.
Got 3 left. You got 6, 7, and 10.
I can't help you on this, fellas.
David Justice.
No.
David Justice was
drafted
drafted in the
in the
80s.
80s.
And it wasn't on the list. That I could not believe that.
Wow. With Jeter?
No. I think he barely hit 200.
Was We already said Chipper. That's about all the Braves. I don't think there's any more Braves that would be on that list.
No. You've got the 3 remaining. All of them play for at least 3 teams. One was known for what he did with the White Sox. Another was known for what he did with the Astros. The other one is known for what he did with the A's and Yankees.
Jeremy Giambi. Or Jason Giambi.
Jason Giambi.
He's number 6, 440.
White Sox. That
He's
would
on,
have
the
been.
world, he's on the World Series team.
Jermaine Dye?
No.
No. Oh, piss. What's his name?
I don't know. That was stumping me.
Paul Konerko, 439 career home runs.
Wouldn't have guessed it.
I would have never guessed Paul.
So we got one left?
Yeah.
American League or National League?
Both.
He played for the Astros, so he was kind of in that transition from American to National.
I said Carlos Beltran. He played with. He played with.
You already got him.
Yeah.
Biggio?
No, he was on last week.
No, he was drafted in the 80s anyways.
But it wasn't Biggio. It was
Big
Bagwell.
left-hander. Big. Well, he's actually a switch hitter, more known as a left-hander, but big, kind of awkward-looking guy, outfielder.
It's not Adam Dunn?
No, we already talked.
I done said he played first base for the Reds.
Yeah. He also spent time with the Cardinals and Rangers.
So Houston.
Yeah, mainly
Cardinals.
known for what he did for Houston. He did have some success.
Jim Tomey.
No, that was last week's list.
Tino Martinez.
Want me to just say it?
Yeah.
Lance Berkman.
Oh.
366 career home runs. Here's a fun one for basketball. All right. The top 5 most career games played.
Vince Carter.
Number 3.
Kobe Bryant.
Not on the list.
LeBron James.
Number 5.
Kareem.
Number 2.
Magic.
Russell.
No, Bill. Neither are on the list.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Number 4.
Larry Bird.
Nope.
No, Larry didn't play that.
You're close though.
Kevin McHale.
Parrish.
Robert Parrish.
Robert Parrish, yep.
Most career games played in NBA history.
Wow.
Because Bird didn't play that long, but Parrish, my gosh, Parrish played forever. Forever. So
He ended up playing on the Bulls after the Celtics.
I think he did.
Yeah. So I think the Raptors too, didn't he?
Bulls.
Yeah, he just sat there. He was trying to get a title.
Yeah, he played for the Raptors,
He played
too.
for the
Yeah,
Raptors
for
too.
sure.
Yeah. So, yeah. Good.
That's good.
Yeah, good little list there, guys. All right, it's time for the rants. Who's Dustin? You ain't got one?
I
to
don't
wrap
have
up?
one, guys.
Okay. What about you?
I got one.
Oh.
So this was last week, and I'm not calling anybody out, but then again, it's just everywhere we go. Usually away games mainly, but whenever I'm producing or just, you know, you like to have your space. You know, we like to have our space and all that stuff. You know where this is going, Dusty, and so.
Yeah, I know where.
I don't.
know where I know where he's going.
Yeah,
now.
and we've got some equipment now that it's expensive, very expensive, and I would like it not to get hit or knocked over. So just in advance, when you see us, try to stay away, because I don't know what it is. I'm just going to say it. For some reason, they just all collapse on top of us. No matter where we go, everywhere we sit up, everybody just...
It's middle school kids.
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And it's everywhere we go.
Yeah.
It's like they see an open space. It's like a field full of deer.
Yeah.
And they... What, the first 5 minutes of the game, Dusty, we had about 6 of them trip and fall over each other.
Yeah.
The camera was...
And I was just
doing
waiting on his
that.
table just to go.
Yeah. Well, that camera's another rant for another time. But
Yeah.
I'll leave that at that. But that's mine. Just kind of a announcement is whenever, mainly away games, but if we don't have a place to set up and all that stuff, just kind of be aware and just kind of, be respectful.
Yeah.
I don't have one, but I do have something I want to close the show with, so go ahead and get your 3 bangers out here.
Okay. Well, my first one, there's some news that came out today. They passed this bill, school vouchers, to where now tax money can now go to pay for kids' education at a private school, which is the whole point of having a private school is that you pay to go to that school. I went to 2 private colleges. I've paid my money. But, what are we doing? Why is this important? And will it affect Lawrence County that much? Probably not. But, I think of the schools in Memphis, and I think of the schools in Nashville and all around the states, around the bigger metropolitan areas. That's really going to affect those schools.
Mm-hmm.
And you think about it when it comes back to Lawrence County, this could affect teacher pay. This could affect other things. It could affect funding, how things go. If I am all for school choice, you go wherever you want to go. But if you choose to go to a private school, that's on you, and you need to pay for it. And that is not up to me. My tax dollars and everyone in here are paying tax dollars should not go to someone paying to someone who wants to go to a private school. It just proves to me why I don't trust politicians. I'll never go to a rally. I'll never shout out any politician for anything they do, because at the end of the day, Democrat, Republican, Independent, whatever of the 5 million party names, they do one thing at the end of the day. Whatever they do at the end of the day, they all do it for the money. And that right there is a money thing. And I was thinking about this when I was thinking about it. You talk about the Summertown Gym. Well, shoot, you pay some of these politicians enough money, you'll have that thing by next Friday. Right. You'll be playing in it by next Friday.
Right.
That's how it works with them. They're not about the right part of the people. They're doing it for their bottom line and for their pockets. Mm-hmm. Not for their pockets now, but also for their pockets later. So I'd look at that and just go, that is just ridiculous. And we're not always going to agree with everything a politician does. That right there is just straight up stupid.
Well, and let's take Nashville, for example. Yeah. There's a lot of really good private schools around Nashville, Brentwood area. And there's a lot of inner cities around Nashville. And what the people are thinking was, hey, I can use this $5,000 to send my kid to private school, and you still got to come up with like 15 more.
Yeah,
it's $20,000 a year. All you're getting is a down payment. So these kids are still not going to get to go to these private schools.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Hell, Columbia Academy, for example.
Yeah.
let's say some kid wanted to go leave Columbia Central or Spring Hill and go to Columbia Academy. Yeah. Now they think they can afford it. No, it's $15,000 a year to go. Yeah. The government's not paying you for that.
It's basically it's giving those who can't afford it a discount.
Yeah.
And it's only helping those people.
And this is the thing right here that I'm going to say it. I won't give names, but I got a buddy of mine they live in Spring Hill. His daughter goes to FRA. Yeah. She's in middle school, and not her for say, but like these kids that are really good athletes.
Yeah,
man, they get discounts all the time.
Yeah,
or they get a free tuition to come and play basketball or football or whatever. So why are we having to give money to these schools and they're already giving it away?
Yeah, I want that money to go fix my roads. Train our,
Y'all been on Springer Road lately?
Yeah,
it's been rough.
I hit a hole at Springer Road other day, and it changed my radio station.
I mean, you don't have to go to an amusement park to ride a roller coaster. Just go down Springer Road.
Yeah. It's
where the drains are because it's a hump.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I want money to go to our protection. I want our roads better. They talk about some of the dumbest. The fact that this was someone even brought this up and they think this is going to help education. No, it's going to help your bottom line. You're going to make money. That's what I'm saying, Clint.
Yeah.
Find the right politicians. Say, I'll pay you X amount of money. You'll have that new gym in Summertown by next Friday. You'll be playing.
I ain't got enough money to bribe them.
Y'all vote me in and I'll get it done.
Dang it.
There you go. There you go.
I'll always like some free haircuts or something. They ain't going to get me nothing.
My second rant, and this isn't going to come off as I'm criticizing. It's just a critique. It's just something that I've noticed. Been calling a lot of UNA games on the radio. I'm calling both of them on Saturday again. There's one thing I notice a lot about when I watch college officiating. What's the biggest difference between high school and college? And it's not just a Tennessee thing. I've seen it in other states as well. What's the biggest difference?
I know. I'll let y'all.
Yeah.
I think it's
letting them play. Letting them show emotion.
There's that, but I think, Dusty, you got to guess.
Yeah, I was thinking it's more of the positioning of the refs and actually how they call the game.
Yeah, the biggest thing that I've noticed, communication.
Mm-hmm.
Those college officials, they talk to the coaches, they talk to the players. I was at a game on Saturday, Austin Peay and UNA, and it kind of ended some controversy. Austin Peay walked off, didn't shake hands, and there's kind of some shoving at the end. But I was so impressed with how the officials handled it because it was a chippy game. It was back and forth. The place was packed, and everyone was on everybody. And the way they diffused so many situations by just talking. Go into coach and say, hey, I called it this way and I called it that way. Mm-hmm. Case in point, UNA's big man, Cornelius Williams, got his third foul 30 seconds into the second half. He has a long conversation with the official that makes the call. He got his third foul. They played in overtime. How many more fouls do you get the rest of the way?
None.
Zero. The way that they communicate, the way that they talk. And I watched that at UNA when, they let certain things go. They do certain things and the game has a better flow to it. But then I go to some of these high school games, or I'll call a middle school game, and it is a coach is trying to get clarification, nothing, or did they get this, or a player's trying to get clarification, and you are talking to a literal brick wall.
Yep.
And I even notice these guys how they and. Frankly, these guys are younger or the same age as some of the guys that we got here on Fridays and Tuesdays or whenever the middle schools play. And it's a tense situation, and they're in a timeout, and here's a referee who's talking with the fans. Yeah. We rarely see that. I'll give a shout-out. Bobby James does that a lot, and I think that helps. It keeps the tension down, and they do a really good job of just kind of showing the human side. And how many times do we have to hear this? You hear it from the TSSAA, you hear it from this officiating board. Well, they're humans too. Well, we can treat you like you're human if you act like you're human. If you don't act like a robot. That's just my biggest thing. It's just I'm trying, I've stayed away from it on the broadcast, and I'm going to continue to stay away from it on the broadcast because it's frankly nothing's going to change, so it's not worth my mental or my emotional well-being to go down that road anymore. But I think one thing they can do to help themselves, help the players, and really ease tensions in the building is by talking and not being such a robot.
Yep.
Agreed.
You see that in the college level, but you don't see it in high school.
Which, why they don't pick up on that is beyond me, but clearly someone's telling them that they're something, and that needs to change. They need to talk. So third one, silly, it's stupid, but my wife and I have a conversation about Disney princesses, that every month we're going to dress our daughter up as a different Disney princess, take the 1 month, 2 month, 3, and I mentioned something, I go, is she going to be like Connie Moreau or Julie the Cat Gaffney from the Mighty Ducks? She goes, that's not a Disney princess. I says, in this
Disney
house,
character it is.
I said, in this house, that's a Disney princess. I'm tired of the hate that Julie the Cat Gaffney and Connie Moreau get from the Disney people. They are just as much Disney princesses as Mulan, as Cinderella, as whatever the girl's name from Tangled is. All of those things, Frozen. They're just as important. Think about it. Julie the Cat Gaffney got the big save in D2, beat Iceland. Connie Moreau scored a goal in the World Championship game. And didn't she score a goal to beat the Hawks in the first movie?
I think you're right.
I don't know. You've got so far off on this one. I don't.
It's been a while since I've seen that one, but
I can't back you up because I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, me and my wife, she says I don't ever listen to stuff, and we try to have those conversations, and I don't know what all she said. Something stupid. I don't know. She says, but anyways.
Yeah,
I thought I was making a good point right here.
Hey,
I thought my voice might have my back.
Dress your daughter in however you want to.
Yeah.
but listen, we don't have to deal
wife.
with your wife like you do.
Yeah, so you can do what you want to. You're the one got to rip her. You got to sleep with her, not us. Mary Lee, you dress your daughter however you want to. Okay.
Hey, listen.
Disney princesses. They have my backs here. See what they do.
I'll show you a picture one of these days of all 3 of my kids going to downtown Disney, getting dolled up, get their hair all poofed up, wearing the dresses around. I said, that's stupid. They're going to be so miserable. Well, I said, shut up. They're going to love it. Yeah. Guess how long they walked around wearing that crap?
About 5
minutes.
minutes.
They made one loop around Epcot and said, we want this, makeup coming down. It just look miserable. So, listen, she's going to dress her how she wants to. You might as well just get over that.
I just want one wing, Clint. I just want her in a Mighty Ducks uniform.
Pick your battles, okay?
All right, what's your shout out?
I don't have just a shout out. Last night at Summertown, there were several wearing Rhonda Strong. Yeah. That's Cole Campbell's mother, who was in here tonight with us. Rhonda's battling cancer, and that family needs your support and prayer. So if you can reach out to them, or just if nothing else, pray for them. But Rhonda, we love you. And Rhonda's, I said it last night, I got to coach her daughter, Kaylee. I've seen her at gyms for 20 years now, and she's not just her kid's biggest fan. She's every kid out there's biggest fan. And so, Rhonda, we're praying for you, and if you need us, let us know.
Absolutely. Yep. It's a good way to close out the show. So, does it for Exports Live. For Dusty Kaiser, Clint Brazier, Aiden Burks, I'm AJ Good. We'll see you guys next week.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.